I think that's like the key word is just education, because I've got a niece and nephew, like very young. So my nephew's 11, my niece is 8, and they're very, obviously they've got social media accounts, but they are so switched on, and it gives me faith and like hope basically for the younger generation, because they know, oh, that's just a filter, that's not real life. They're very educated now. I'm not sure if it's in the curriculum at school or it's just how they brought up kids nowadays, but I do definitely have faith that there's that education element where they're like, okay, this isn't real life. I just hope that it's at a level where it doesn't affect young people mentally. I mean, yeah.
It's a scary thing. Have you watched that documentary, The Social Dilemma?
No.
It's basically all about that and how they use information to like target ads and all that. But yeah, it talks about like mental health of like younger people and seeing a trend of more people, like younger people, like self-harming and things like that. So there seems to be some sort of trajectory. Like, you know, there seems to be a pattern emerging.
Correlation.
Correlation. That's the word I was looking for.
I'm not just a pretty face, guys.
But you're right. If we're educated properly about it, then it can be a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I just try and shy away because I know how easily distracted I am.
You can get sucked in. Yeah.
It's especially with like this new, it's like that new Instagram thing. It's kind of like TikTok. It's just like a
Reels.
Okay.
Are not real. No, but I suppose it's like on the flip side, it's creative. You know, it is good to use as a creative tool, as a business tool. There are so many pros. I mean, I worked in social media, so I'm a bit of an advocate in some ways, but again, like there's two sides to it, like there is to a lot of things. I think the main thing is education. Maybe it is in the school curriculum. It definitely should be. Definitely should be.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll be the teacher.
Schools have a weird thing of like something like that, just wanting to sweep it under the rug though, rather than actually address it, don't they? Do you know? Because it's quite like a strange thing to like bring into school curriculums, and people are like, oh, you can. So they'd rather just add like it doesn't happen or whatever. But
maybe,
you need to admit it does. Like,
yeah.
Obviously, people are going to get infatuated with that at a young age, so you might as well just show them how to use it properly and a pinch of salt.
Yeah, pinch of salt, 100%.
Yeah. We need more real life schools.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's it.
Like,
It's so true.
I never got fucking taught about like taxes or anything like that. But I got thrown out into the real world. I was like, what is this? I can't believe this.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
To be fair, I have to say, like, I had a good time at school, but I did the stuff that I use nowadays in my job, I did outside of school, you know, and I think it's the same for a lot of musicians, but unless they went to like music school or performing arts school. But it's not, oh God, I could really go down the rabbit hole with this education stuff. I'm not going to.
Honestly, we've got time. We've got time.
Because I just feel like if you're a creative person, like I think for me, I definitely knew that I was only ever going to be a creative person from the age of about 8. And I think like if they got all the kids in the assembly hall at that age and they kind of said, right, okay, you're very, or even if there was like a technical test they could do, like a doctor could come in and say, you use the creative side of your brain, you use the practical side of your brain, you use a bit of both, and then give them options or like lessons based around those things, and then everybody would excel. Because I feel like some people come out of school and they're like, I didn't learn anything, I got all D's or F's or whatever, I'm rubbish. When really, if they'd had like that part of their brain exercised on a daily basis, they probably would have felt great about themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Lois for president.
Go on.
And like, and so much of school, it ends up becoming like basically a memory test as well. So you get rewarded for having the best memory.
Yeah.
And it's not even necessarily like understanding what the questions are. It's just knowing, like pre-rehearsing the answer to it, isn't it? So it's like, what's the point? Like, surely like you're in school just to learn about life and just realize that it's awesome and it's there to be enjoyed and it's like a free world, all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Rather than being like, you must memorize. Because a lot of times, if you actually said to the teacher, like, why are you making me memorize this stuff? They'll probably be like, because that's the way it is.
I'm getting paid.
I'm getting paid.
Not enough, but
then someone made me do it, so now I'm gonna make you, and I'm gonna scream at you if you don't get it right. It's like, oh my God, you know, just
it's crazy.
It's more than that. more to life than that, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
So we need some real life schools, and we need Lois for Prime Minister.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, wow.
Running for office.
I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew. What have I committed to? Oh, God. No, I'll stick to singing.
No, I agree with what you were saying, though, like about being more specialised with like education.
Yeah.
I think that is something they do in like Denmark and what have you. Is like it's a lot more loose, and they like nurture the kids and find out what their interests are and kind of push them more towards those areas. So it's less about like it's less like subjects like maths, English, blah blah blah. It's more broad and kind of
great
life school.
Great, that sounds great. Yeah.
So I actually teach in school.
Go on, George.
And I can give you the personal...
The cold, hard facts.
Yeah, the cold, hard facts. I think they are... So there's a tendency to move away from the, like, memorization sort of stuff nowadays.
Okay.
And more into, like, reasoning and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, when you did history and stuff like that, and it'd be like, this was a paper made under a certain regime or something like that.
Yeah.
And it'd be like thinking about, okay, well, can you trust this source and all of that sort of thing? I think they're making a shift more towards that sort of thing. That being said, I do think that like social media and stuff like that is not really being addressed in schools that much. Okay. And I think it's because all the teachers are old and they have no clue what the hell
I'm scared of TikTok.
Like, I really do. I think they just have no clue about it, so they can't really, like, other than, you know, the standard, don't bully people online, that's bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Did you guys see the Kanye West thing that he said about exams?
No. What was that?
It was that this is quite like it bridges the two topics. He said that kids should be allowed their phones in an exam because like obviously there's loads of fake news and fake stuff on the internet, but in real life you're probably always going to have your phone when you're faced with a problem, and it's how you navigate that on your phone. Like you're always probably going to have your phone. He was just, let's accept it and let's give all the kids their phones in their exams and see who does the best.
Yeah,
everyone nails
it's kind of like the real exam though, isn't it? Because that's like you said, that's how it's actually going to like pan out.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
No one's like getting out the pen and paper to do like some algebra, like, you know. You just
no.
What does Q say?
No one's going to do that, and if you do, then.
Huh? Who are you? Yeah, it's like
what century are you in?
Go with the times.
No, I agree with all this. Like, a phone could be a wonderful tool. I mean, I use it all the time for like when I'm filming stuff. Like, just even like having an app where I can like be on a location and see where the sun's going to be at what time. And just like loads of stuff like that. It's like, it's invaluable.
Yeah.
And same with just the internet in general. Like, I'm not a trained videographer. Like, I didn't study it or anything. Just like learn everything just on the internet, just on YouTube. It's such a brilliant resource. Mm-hmm. If you like dedicate your mind to it, all the information's there, you know? Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
It's good.
I learned how to do my makeup on YouTube. You can probably tell.
Just like all over your face.
But you can learn a lot. You can definitely learn a lot.
It's amazing. So, I think it's like talking about like the people that don't necessarily suit the school environment and come out with it with, you know, a parent being a failure. I think that's like a great another option. Do you know what I mean? Just opens up another avenue. Like, you don't have to pay for your education. Yeah. So like to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or like, within reason, like, you know, if you want to be a doctor, obviously, don't just learn on YouTube. Figure it out.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine in surgery. I've watched 10 YouTube tutorials. I've got this.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.